I have had the privilege over the last 3+ decades of working with adolescents and adolescent girls in particular through youth ministry and as a choir teacher. And so I have seen up close and personally the deep need for meaning and belonging that these young women have that often manifests itself in unhealthy ways. And so for that reason, when I first heard about Courageous Girls, when my daughter was little, I jumped on the opportunity, and we have been able to be a part of a group in Austin, Texas, where we lived at the time, and now in Colorado. I was recently texting with one of the Austin moms about Courageous Girls, and she shared this. I remember as a kid never wanting to talk to my mom one-on-one because it felt weird and awkward. Because of the dynamics of the group, we talk and share together about a lot of things. It has been great to normalize asking questions and never feeling alone if you feel like something is silly. Courageous Girls gives us the language to speak about things with our daughters before they happen so that no subject is taboo. Instead of awkwardly trying to scramble to come up with things in the moment, we've already talked about them, so it's a remember when. Remember when we talked about bullying? Remember when we talked about peer pressure? Remember when we talked about sex or bodies or dating or manners or questions of faith? Our daughter is currently a freshman and has a boyfriend. And my husband and I were seeing some things that made us feel like we needed to maybe put some boundaries in place around cell phone usage that we hadn't felt the need to have yet. And rather than having to awkwardly sit down with her and say, hey, we kind of need to talk about something, we were able to reflect back on a meeting that we had 2-ish years ago with Courageous Girls, in which we went rock climbing. It's called Boys on Belay. And say, hey, remember when we went rock climbing that one time and we talked about not getting too high too fast with emotional intimacy and dating? Also, remember when we talked about technology and put together a plan that felt good for all of us? Courageous Girls is like a roadmap for raising our daughters. And speaking as a mom of a courageous girl and a mom of a son for which we don't have the same roadmap, it makes a massive difference. Even though we're trying to bring those conversations into our home, that slow drip of meetings and conversations and retreats that we have year after year, it's never just one meeting that makes the difference. It's the 9 times that we got together and intentionally talked about and thought about issues that are affecting our girls that makes a difference in our conversations and our relationships. I also see Courageous Girls building a deeper intimacy between moms and daughters. We just got back from our year, whatever this is, 7 retreat, for which the theme is stories. Each of the girls and moms gets to share a bit about a story of how God has shown up in their lives. And it was really amazing to watch these 14 and 15-year-old girls vulnerably share about ways that God has shown up in their lives. And in some ways, even more incredible for them to get to hear their moms talk about hard seasons of their lives. One moment that stands out in particular was a mom who lost a baby between the older daughter and the younger one who was on the retreat with us. She so vulnerably shared about that incredibly difficult time and how God showed up and met her in it, and how she felt like that made her a much more intentional and better mom to the kids that she was able to raise. I think it was really amazing for these girls to see how deeply we love them and how much we want to connect with them and be good moms through the conversations and through moments like that we have on the retreat. Courageous Girls is encouraging moms and daughters to step away from the busyness and put down the phones and be away from the technology and think and reflect deeply and build relationships with their moms and with the other moms and daughters in the group that will hopefully carry them through high school and beyond and help them face all of the ups and downs that come with life together.